Hello yogis, welcome to this full body feel good flow. My name is Becca and we are going to get started on our mats today. We don't need any props, so I'll meet you in a comfortable seat when you're ready. So let's find our comfortable seat. Crisscross applesauce is always great. And we're going to start with some breath. So we'll inhale and sweep the arms up overhead, filling up the lungs, looking up at the thumbs, and then exhale, watch your hands draw down towards your chest. Smelly, come on. How'd you go, Mama? Hello yogis, welcome to the yoga clinic. My name is Becca and I am so glad that you're here. Today we're going to be doing a full body feel good flow. Don't need any props for class today, so just grab your mat and I'll meet you in a comfortable seat. So let's just begin with our hands resting on the knees, finding a nice straight spine. Letting the posture be straight but not stiff. Allowing the shoulders to drop away from the ears. On your inhale breath, we'll sweep the arms high, blinking the eyes open and watching the palms kiss overhead. And then exhale, draw the thumbs down to your heart. Inhale, sweep the arms up, creating space in the sides of the lungs to fill with air. Stretching tall, and then exhale, draw the thumbs down to your heart, pushing all the stale air out. Last one, inhale, rainbow the arms up. Lift your chin, stretch through your fingertips, and exhale, draw the thumbs to the heart. Take a moment to close your eyes and bow your chin. We'll start off practice in gratitude. Gratitude that we've found the time in our busy lives for ourselves. This yoga practice helps us become better versions of ourselves so we can show up better for others in our lives. Blink the eyes open. And then on your next inhale, let's sweep the arms up again. This time we'll take the right arm down. Maybe right forearm comes down and the left arm will reach up and over for a side bend. Take a big breath in here. And exhale, stay. Can you sink your left cheek, your left butt cheek a little further down towards the earth? Inhale, arms reach back up, stretching through side body. And then exhale, other side. Right hand or left hand down, left forearm. And then right arm reaches up and over. We can look up at the ceiling. You might even open your chest towards the sky. One more breath. Arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, let's take the hands behind the back, fingertips pointing towards your hips. And we'll puff up the chest on the inhale, filling the back of the heart, front of the heart with air. Letting the shoulder blades draw together and down, spreading across the collarbones, and then you might lift your chin here, pointing the tailbone back, finding an arch shape. And then exhale, let's fold over our legs, walking the hands forward. You might rest your head down on the mat. Inhale, look forward. Crawl your fingertips farther forward if you can, stretching through side body, sending your hips back. And then exhale, folding into that space you've created. Inhale, we'll slowly draw the hands back in towards the hips. And then as you exhale, let's switch the cross on the legs. We'll inhale, arms reach up. This time, as you exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, grow tall, straight spine, belly draws back, sitting bones drive down towards the earth. Inhale, release, back through center, reach your arms up. Exhale, twist to the other side. Again, inhale for length, belly drawing in, and then exhale, rotating the chest towards the back of your room, of your space. Inhale, back to center, arms reach up. And exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, look forward. Can you crawl your fingertips forward more, creating more length? And then exhale, fold into that length. Inhale, we'll slowly draw the hands in towards the body. And then exhale, release into tabletop position. Let's make big, wide hands here, feeling all 10 fingers pressing down. Let's take a few rounds of cat-cow on your own here. So inhaling for cow, back bend, and then exhaling for cat, rounding. And I'll give you some breaths on your own to explore your cat-cow today, whether that's taking it from side to side, maybe forward and back in space. Maybe you like the toes tucked, maybe untucked. Big, deep breaths. We'll come to our neutral table when you're ready. Extending the right arm forward, the left leg back. Let the left foot hover in space, flexing your left foot and feeling your left glute turn on. Let's hold here for one breath. On the inhale, stretching out through the fingertips, through the back heel. And then exhale, stay. Inhale, let's take the right hand right, left leg left. So making a more oblique angle here. Keeping the core nice and tight. We'll take a breath in here. Can you extend out from this diagonal line? Back to center on the inhale. And exhale, we'll take a supported side, a supported half moon. So the right hand's going to come down onto the right shoulder. We'll pivot so that we're balancing on the right knee and take the left foot down behind the left or the right foot. Sweep your left arm high, open your chest. And then from here you can take your left arm overhead. If you'd like to deepen this, you might reach around with your left hand for the top of the left foot. Inhale, pressing the chest, pressing the hips forward. And exhale to stay. You might take your gaze up to the sky, kicking the foot into the hand. Release back through our supported half moon here. And then exhale, left hand goes down. Tuck your right toes. Keeping the left leg in the air, we'll take a three-legged dog. Inhale. And then exhale, stack your left hip on top of the right. Bend your top knee and bring your left heel in towards your butt crack. Spreading the hips wide, rooting down through the right heel. Good. Back to center, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, drop your right knee down and bring the left knee into your chest. Can you give your left knee a kiss? Good. Now, can you keep your left knee in towards your face and just hover your right knee off of the mat? Holding here. Push the floor away. Breathe. Right knee comes down. Left knee comes down beside it. Tabletop. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, neutral table. Exhale, release. We'll do all that on the other side. Left arm is going to extend forward. Right leg back. Flex your right foot to turn on the right glute. Inhale, get longer. Exhale, stay. Draw your core in. Now we'll take left hand left, right ankle out to the right, making this diagonal line. Again, inhale for length. Exhale for stability. Back to center, inhale. And then exhale, our supported half moon on the other side. Left hand comes down under left shoulder. Right leg is going to stack on top of the left. And then placing the right foot down onto the floor towards the back of the mat. Right arm reaches up to the sky and maybe overhead. You might stay here, pressing your hips forward, or you might reach the right arm around, grabbing for the right foot, and finding this Chopasana variation, kicking the foot into the hand, taking the gaze up to the sky, leaning back. Release into supported half moon. And the right hand comes down. Tuck your left toes. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Right leg in the air. And then exhale, we'll stack right hip on top of the left. Bend the right knee. Bring the heel towards your butt cheeks. Lift your right knee high. Send your left heel down. Back to three-legged dog, inhale. And then exhale, drop the left knee and draw the right knee into the chest. Tuck your left toes under, hover your left knee off of the mat just an inch. Really pull the right knee in towards your chest as much as you can. Drop the left knee a little more, let it hover barely off the mat. Suck your belly in, press into the floor. Drop the left knee, drop the right knee. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. Breath in. Sigh out. Feeling the quads beginning to engage here. Sending the heels down. Look towards the top of the mat. Come up onto the tiptoes and make your feet come up towards your hands. Walk your feet towards your hands, I should say. We'll inhale for our halfway lift here, Ardha Uttanasana. Fingertips on the floor or on your shins. Knees can stay bent. We'll inhale, look forward, finding a flat back, long back of the neck. Exhale, fold. Grab opposite elbows behind your knees. You can bend the knees a lot here. Let your low back release. Release your hands. We'll roll up to stand. Tadasana, mountain pose. Feet hip width distance, arms by your sides, palms face outward. Let's warm up. We'll inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. Exhale, dive forward and fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, right foot steps back, drop the right knee down. Inhale for runner's lunge, pulling the chest through the arm bones. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Plant your hands and step your left knee back to meet the right. So the knees are down, we'll lower the chest and the chin. Inhale for low cobra, untuck your feet, untuck your toes, straighten your legs. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, release. Right foot steps between the hands. Inhale, runner's lunge. Pull your heart through, lunge into your front knee. Exhale, fold. Top of the mat. Inhale, rise up. Look at your thumbs. Exhale, circle, sweep the arms down and fold. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, drop the left knee down. Inhale for your runner's lunge. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Inhale your back bend, that's low cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands, inhale, runner's lunge. Exhale, fold. Inhale, look at your thumbs, rise. Exhale, samastitihi. Again, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, right foot steps back, drop the right knee. This time we'll inhale, Anjaneyasana, sweeping the arms up to the sky. And then exhale, drive the elbows down to deepen this back bend. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, plant your hands, left foot steps back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward. Drop the left knee, Anjaneyasana. And exhale, drive the elbows down. Squeeze your back glute muscle. Arms reach up, look up. Exhale, left foot to the right, top of the mat, fold. Reach up, look at your thumbs. Exhale, sweep back down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, left foot steps to the back of the mat. Anjaneyasana, inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, drive the elbows down. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot between the hands, inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, drive the elbows down the back. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, plant the hands, forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, Samastitihi to Tadasana. Blink the eyes open. We will step the left foot to the back of the mat in a warrior one shape. Let's take warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. So the feet are hip width distance. If you are experienced with yoga, you might bring the front heel into alignment with the back arch. That's going to be harder to balance and harder to keep the hips square. Lunge into your front knee a lot while you ground down through the outside edge of your back foot. Draw your low belly in and up, and then take your arms up. Look at your thumbs. Breathe. Humble warrior. We'll circle the arms to the low back, interlacing the fingers. Press the knuckles down. Inhale, lift the chest up. And then exhale, dive forward. So if you're new to this posture, we'll hover the torso over the front thigh. If you're not new to this posture, we'll work on bringing the right shoulder in to the right inner thigh. Now, when this happens, the right hip wants to swing out to the right to make a room. We're going to try to avoid that, keeping the hip square, drawing the outer right hip back towards your left heel. That might mean that you can't fold as far as your ego would like you to, and that's okay. Let that be a lesson in humility and respecting the body. Energetically squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. Press down into the feet. Inhale, rise all the way up. Warrior one. And exhale, let's pivot to face the side of the mat. So I'm just going to switch legs so you can see my face. Coming into Prasarita Padottanasana, our wide-legged forward fold. Take the toes slightly in, heels slightly out, hands come to the hips. Inhale, lift your chest, draw your elbows back to your waist, or back towards each other behind you. And then exhale, fold at your waist. Keep the elbows drawing in towards each other behind you. This is Prasarita Padottanasana B. So what we're doing with the elbows here, drawing them back behind us, is keeping the shoulders in an external rotation. That's going to keep our chest nice and broad. A lot of times when we fold, we want to round the chest, the shoulders cave in, we close off our heart. So this is undoing that action. That's the posture that a lot of us have assumed in our daily lives. And so this is undoing that, strengthening up the muscles in the backs of the shoulders to keep the chest open and keep the spine erect. Good, tuck the chin. Inhale, rise up all the way. Big inhale so you don't get dizzy. And then exhale, let's take all that on the other side. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. We'll find warrior one legs, adjusting your stance. Square your hips first, find steady feet, active legs, and then sweep the arms up. Palms kiss, look at your thumbs. Straight through the elbows. Think about energy moving out through the fingertips and down into the earth. Good. Humble warrior. Circle the arms behind your low back, interlacing your fingers. Press the knuckles down. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, fold forward, finding your humble warrior variation. Hands come to the low back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, rise all the way up. Pivot to face the front of your mat. And take a vinyasa. Hands come down. Step your front foot back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Opening the shoulders. Exhale, down dog, moving from the hips. Breath in here. Breath out. Let's lift the right leg high, three-legged dog. And exhale, draw the right knee in between the hands for our sleeping swan, as it's called in yin. We'll walk the hands in towards the hips to start, finding our nice tall spine. Take a look at your back foot, make sure it's dead on, it's not sickling inwards. And then you can stay right here, or you might take this into a fold, coming down onto the forearms. Letting the stress melt out of the hips. On your next inhale, we'll walk the hands into the body. Rolling onto the right hip to sweep the left leg up and over for Gomukhasana legs. Gomukhasana translates to cow face. If you can see the cow face here, then you are more creative than I am. So we're going to start with the heels in towards the body. And this is going to put the hips under less tension so that you can externally rotate enough to stack the knees. Now, for some of us, we're still not going to be able to stack the knees because the hips are quite tight. It might look more like this. If that's the case for you, you're just going to sit up nice and straight and work on keeping sitting bones grounded, light pressure on the top knee, respecting any pain. If there's pain, just backing out of that. If your knees are in a line, you don't feel much sensation, I invite you to walk the feet forward so that the shins are parallel to the front of your mat. Again, working on grounding the left sitting bone down, on keeping the knees stacked. And then from here, you might fold, and that's going to deepen the external rotation in your left leg. So it will deepen the stretch in your piriformis and in your deep left hip muscles. Last breath. And slowly coming back up to an upright. We'll transition back to our downward facing dog from here. So planting the hands, coming onto the tiptoes, and then we'll just walk the feet to the back of the mat. Pedaling out the knees. Let's lift the left leg high on an inhale. And then exhale, drawing the left knee in between the hands for sleeping swan, other side, or pigeon it's called. Also, take a look at that back leg. You should be right on the top of the back foot. You can flex your back glute muscle. That's going to help your hips square up. Walk the hands in, find that tall, upright spine, even a slight back bend here, which feels really nice. So you can stay here or you might fold. We're going to be here for about 10 breaths. Good, yogis. Slowly begin to transition out, walking the hands in and rolling onto the outer left hip to sweep the right leg up and over. Gomukhasana, second side. So we'll start with the heels in towards the body, lining up the knees, and then we can deepen from here, walking the feet forward so that the shins become parallel with the edge of the mat. You can flex the feet. That'll help with any knee pain. And then you might fold or stopping anywhere along the way. Just looking for sensation of stretch in the hips. And if you feel that you're doing it right, there's really no need to go deeper and push it. Breathing into the back body. And slowly coming out of the pose. I'm going to transition back to the top of the mat. We'll take one more vinyasa, or you can choose to skip it. We'll make our way onto our backs. So inhaling forward to chaturanga, your back bend. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping or jumping through to lie down. Let's take a bridge pose here. Setu Bandhasana. Hands by your sides, feet hip width distance. Press down into the feet to lift the hips. And then from here you can roll the shoulder blades underneath you to get a little more lift. And then to deepen this, you'll come onto the tiptoes. You can walk the toes in towards your bum, lifting your heels a lot and extending your knees forward. It's just deepening the activation of the back body. Let's lower the hips all the way down. Taking a moment with feet as wide as the mat, knees knocking in towards each other. And slowly extending the legs forward one at a time, finding your Shavasana shape. Let's take a breath in here together. And a final releasing, settling down. My friends, awesome work today. Thank you so much for showing up and putting in this hard work to be better, physically, emotionally, spiritually. I really appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you again on the mat. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. May your obstacles be removed. See you next time.